came by today to see you. Oh, I had to let you know. If I knew the last time that I held you was the last time, I'd have held you and never let go. Oh, it's kept me awake nights wondering. I lie in the dark just asking why. I've always been told you won't be called home until it's your time. I guess heaven was needing a hero, somebody just like you, brave enough to stand up for what you believe and follow it through. When I try to make it make sense in my mind, the only conclusion I come to is that heaven was needing a hero like you. I remember the last time I saw you. Oh, you held your head up proud. I laughed inside when I saw how you were standing out in the crowd. You're such a part of who I am. Now that part will just be void. No matter how much I need you now, heaven needed you more. 'Cause heaven was needing a hero, somebody just like you, brave enough to stand up for what you believe and follow it through. When I try to make it make sense in my mind, the only conclusion I come to is that heaven was needing a hero like you. Yes, heaven was needing a hero, and that's you.
Hi everyone, I am Thomas. I am Ujjiel's co-brother. I got the news of his attaining glory on 8th evening at 4 o'clock, and I was really shocked. Although he was sick for a long time, he was very good at heart. He's a gentleman. I have been associated with him for the last 40 years, and I found him to be very soft-spoken, and I remember every time a smile which welcomes all of us. He is a very loving person. He is a man of wisdom, and he is very soft and loving person. He loved everyone, irrespective of what your status is and who you are. His great asset was he was a man of God. His wisdom, which is not worldly wisdom, but godly wisdom. I believe he has been following all the commandments which God has asked us to follow, especially a loving God. Although he was sick, he never murmured and he never complained about it. Physically he might have been sick, but mentally he was very strong. And he never complained anything about his health. Whenever we ask him, he says, yes, he's fine, by grace of God. And second quality, he loved everyone, especially his children and grandchildren. When Asher was blessed with a daughter, he was so happy about it. And he really was excited when we met him. He used to say about her small incidents, the way she speaks, the way she walks, and also about ADL's achievements in saying the Lord's Prayer or 23rd Psalm and getting a recognition for it. He was really blessed about the children. Last year when Asher was planning to come along with the children, he was so happy, and really he was looking very healthy also. But after some time when he heard that Asher cannot come, then he felt it very bad, and he went, I think, almost in depression, and his health started deteriorating. Like when Paul asked to remove the thorn from his flesh, God told him that his grace is sufficient for him. In the same way, when we all prayed for him, God has answered our prayer and given him a good life. But the grace was in the form of Ashish and Sifra, who took care of Ujjiel very well. And it's a blessing in disguise for Ashish also. Although he is his son, it is his duty, but still, nowadays, to do such a service to the parents is laudable. And I especially pray for Hemaka also, who was very well, who took care of Ujjiel very well till the last. I pray to God that He take care of Hemaka, Asher and Suhasini and the children, and Ashish and Sifra, who are in grief. And I know that God will comfort them in this hour of grief. I know that we'll meet one day Ujjiel across the shore. Thank you.
I met Ujjiel after my marriage to Swarna in 1986. We frequently met at various family meets, but usually we only had small talk. But uh, when he was transferred to Guntakal as bank manager, then many of my friends and colleagues of railways in Guntakal have met him, and they had interaction with him in his banking work. They always praised him for his gentlemanliness and his incorruptibility. There is no greater accolades than to receive it from third party strangers. That is what I am happy about Ujjiel Anna. Thank you.
అక్క మ్యారేజ్ అయినప్పటి నుంచి ఎలా ఉండేనో అప్పటి నుంచి బావ అలాగే మాట్లాడుతుండే లాస్ట్ దాకా. నేను అక్క కొంచెం క్లోజ్గా ఉండేవాళ్ళం, ఎందుకంటే ఆషర్ నా దగ్గరనే ఉండేవాడు చిన్నగా ఉన్నప్పుడు. అందుకని వారి ఇంటికి నేను ఫ్రీక్వెంట్గా వెళ్ళేదాన్ని. అప్పుడంతా బావ నాతో ప్రేమగా మాట్లాడేవారు. బావకు నేను చేసిన వంటలన్నా ఆహారాలన్నా చాలా ఇష్టము, కాబట్టి నేను వెళ్ళినప్పుడల్లా ఏమన్నా తీసుకొని వెళ్ళేదాన్ని. బావలేని దానికి లోటు నాకు చాలా దుఃఖకరము. ఆషర్ ఆశిష్ వారి కుటుంబాన్ని, హేమక కుటుంబాన్ని దేవుడు ఆదరించి వారిని ఓదార్పుగా నడిపిస్తాడని నేను ప్రార్థిస్తాను.
నరులారా తిరిగి రండి అని సెలవిచ్చిన విధంగా మరి ఉజ్జన్న దేవుని పిలుపుని అందుకొని ఆయన దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళిపోయి ఉంటున్నాడు. ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడున్నాడంటే, ఎక్కడైతే నొప్పి బాధ ఏం బాధ లేని స్థలంలో అన్న ఉంటున్నాడు. సురక్షితంగా దేవుని సన్నిధిలో దేవుని రెక్కల చాట్లో ఉంటున్నాడు. అన్న ఉజ్జన్ గురించి చెప్పాలంటే, హీ వాజ్ అ మ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటిగ్రిటీ. యాజ్ రైట్లీ సెట్ బై డేవిడ్ కొల్లపల్లి పాస్టర్, హీ వాజ్ అ మ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటిగ్రిటీ. హీ హ్యాడ్ ఎ గ్రేట్ లెగసీ. ఇంతున్నా కూడా అన్న ఎంతో సింపుల్ మ్యాన్. హీ హ్యాడ్ గ్రేట్ విస్డమ్. హీ వాజ్ ఫన్ లవింగ్. మేము ఎప్పుడు కూడా మా ఫ్యామిలీస్తో పాటు ఆయన అన్నను విజిట్ చేసినప్పుడు హీ యూస్ టు ఎంజాయ్ అవర్ కంపెనీ. అన్న 17+ years డయాలిసిస్, మరి ఈ అండర్వెంట్ డయాలిసిస్. మరి అది నార్మల్గా అది డయాలిసిస్ అంటే ఏంటో అందరికీ తెలుసు. బాడీని ఎంతో వీక్ చేస్తుంది. అన్న ఎంత వీక్ అయినా కూడా, బికాస్ హీ వాజ్ అ ప్రేయర్ఫుల్ మ్యాన్, హీ కుడ్ ఎండ్యూర్ ద పెయిన్. బట్ హీ హ్యాడ్ ఓన్లీ వన్ పెయిన్. ఒక బాధ ఆయనకు ఒక మూలుగు ఉండేది. నేను నా వాళ్ళతోని సేవ చేయించుకుంటున్నానని ఎన్నోసార్లు అన్న షేర్ చేసుకున్నాడు కూడా. మరి అన్నకున్న మంచి గుణాల్లో హీ వాజ్ వెరీ సింపుల్. మరి అందరినీ ప్రేమించేవాడు, అందరికీ అడ్వైస్ ఇచ్చేవాడు. ఫ్యామిలీలో ఇప్పుడు పెద్ద వాయిడ్ క్రియేట్ అయింది. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలో ఎరుగని పరిస్థితి. ఎందుకంటే గత ఎన్నో సంవత్సరాల నుంచి మరి వదినమ్మ, ఆశీష్, షిఫ్రా వీళ్ళంతా అన్న చుట్టూ ఉండి ఆయనకు సేవ చేస్తుండేవాడు. కానీ ఇప్పుడు అన్న వాళ్ళకి ఒకటే ఒక ధైర్యం ఏమిటంటే, అన్న దేవుడి చేతిలో ఉన్నాడని. వాడిప్పుడు దేవుడు అది వారికి మరుపు అనేది ఇస్తాడు. కానీ అన్న అందరి గుండెల్లో ఉంటాడు. అందరికీ ఒక మంచి అడ్వైజ్ ఇస్తే వ్యక్తి అన్న. చాలా సింపుల్ మ్యాన్. అందరినీ దగ్గర తీసుకునేవాడు. అందరికీ అడ్వైస్ ఇవ్వడమే కాకుండా వారికి ఎంతో ఆర్థికంగా సహాయం కూడా చేసినవాడు అన్నయ్య. ఆయన గురించి చెప్పాలంటే ఎంతో ఉంది. ఫ్యామిలీకి ఒక్కటే నేను చెప్పగలను, వదినమ్మకు దేవుని దగ్గర అన్న సురక్షితంగా ఉన్నాడు. అన్న ఇక్కడికి రాకుండా మనం వెళ్ళవలసిన వారు ఉంటున్నాం కనుక ధైర్యం కలిగి ముందుకు వెళ్ళాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను.
Greetings to one and all. I'd like to say a few words about Chinana. Ever since I was a kid, I always used to look Chinana as one of my mentors. He's been a great role model for me and many more others. As family, we grew up closely during my childhood. Chinana, Hemanti are just like my next parents. I'll always say that. Talking about Chinana has been always calm, composed, a fun-loving, a gentleman, I would say, responsible gentleman. He has played his role superbly well, like a role of a son, role of a husband, a role of a father, uncle, your grandfather, and I would say he would take any any situation in life with a smile on his face, which is so inspiring and encouraging for all of us. We need to learn a lot from Chinana. Even in the tough situations, he used to deal everything with a smile on his face. He never used to show any frustration, I would say. And moreover, apart from all that, he used to be a fun-loving person and always generous when it comes to giving. He always has a heart for the poor and the needy. In this situation, I would like to thank Hemanti, Ashish Shifra for extraordinary service which they did for Chinana during the times of his need, and God will surely bless them for all what they did for Chinana. And Chinana's presence is surely missed by all of us. I would say, may God be with the bereaved family, and we're all supportive and ready for any kind of help that they need. And God bless one and all. Thank you.
Few words how Nana inspired my life and how blessed I am to be his son. And not be able to say this in person or able to pen this down. As far as I remember, he was a good son to his parents, a husband, a father, and as a grandfather. Though his grandchildren did not spend much time with him in person, but he always knew how they were doing. I witnessed Nana going through so many things in life when I was a kid, and as a teenager and as an adult. I did not understand everything he did at that time, and used to think that this is not correct or he should have done this way or some other way. But after I got married and had children, I could understand what he did was right, as I am in the same shoes now. And when I used to recollect things and my experiences, he used to say, when you experience the situation, you would know how to deal with it by asking God to show the way. He really touched so many lives who came across him, and I'm blessed to be his son. At this time, especially I want to thank Amma, Archie and Shifra, who selflessly did everything they could beyond I could ever imagine in taking care of Nana, as I was just a spectator 16 years until today. I pray to God to heal our hearts and give comfort, and with hope and belief that one day we will join him and together rejoice in the name of Jesus Christ. Thanks, Asher.
I thank God for giving me this opportunity, and just wanted to talk few words about Mamaya, give my tribute to him. And the first thing it comes to my mind is when I got married and went with Asher to Malakpet house. I asked him the next morning, what should I call him, and he said you should call me Mamaya. So, and from then on our relationship started, and he is very compassionate and kind, and we talked about so many things like the time zones and the rivers in India, how we can improve. So these are the things that it took hours for us to on the phone to talk and in details. And he's very knowledgeable, and even though with all this limitations that he could not travel or mobilize, he knows everything that is happening in India. And whenever we call, he has some news, and which we talked and we shared the information. Also, he is a man of faith. He has a very good heart towards God, and he trusts, his confidence in God inspires us. And I always remember he used to tell the numbers of the days and years. So God has blessed him every day, and the miracle in his life that we could able to go and spend time in 2016 with ADL when he was 5 years old. So those are all the memories that we cherish. And Mamaya never complained about his the status of his health or anything. He always content. He always, I felt that he has lived his best, and also he gave us the legacy that we can teach Ariel and Ashley, and we are blessed to be part of his family. I thank God for this wonderful opportunity that we can share this information to Ariel and Ashley in the days to come, and also that when we look at Ariel and Ashley, we could see him. So, but we miss him a lot, and hope he's in the God's hands, and with no pain and no sorrow.
Hello everyone. I would like to say a few words about Ujjiel Pathan, who always used to carry a smile on his face, and I admire him for his willpower. We miss him a lot. May God be with the family and give them enough strength. We always remember you in our prayers. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I would like to say a few words about Ujjiel uncle. Whenever I met him, he used to speak to me politely and patiently listen to everything with a pleasant smile on his face. He had a dignified approach in everything. He had a kind heart to help others. My father and Ujjiel uncle both were classmates. My father always liked him. Ujjiel uncle related to everyone, every age group in a way they would feel comfortable and related. Even in his difficult situations, he never showed his pain or frustration to anyone. He always seemed calm and with the same smile. He never gave up. I really like that quality in him. All his family members have supported him a lot. May God bless his family members with the strength and courage. I will miss his presence. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Ali, Ujjiel Mama's niece. I want to share a few precious moments spent with Ujjiel Mama. About Ujjiel Mama, he is very kind, loving, soft-spoken, and a very humble person. I have never seen a man so humble like him, and he is never judgmental. For all these qualities, I admire him a lot. He played a very important role during my wedding. He was there for the marriage talks, engagement, Nalugu, and my wedding. I feel very privileged for that. He even kept earrings for me, and I can never forget. Whenever I look at my feet, they will remind me of Ujjiel Mama. And I thank God for all these precious moments spent with him. I feel bad that I couldn't go and see him when he was sick, but I thank God that he is happy now with our Lord, relieved from all the pain, and I thank God for his life. Thank you.
Hi family. I hope everyone are safe and keeping themselves at home. Idi chala sad news that Ujjiel uncle has passed away. We'll definitely miss him. he is one such person who had his own unique persona in our family. Like whenever we looked at him, it was like complete awe of his persona, because he is like one elder who anyone can look up to, very loving, and he always used to have few words, but a very caring heart. And I pray that his family, Ashish Anna, Asher and Shifra, Swasni Akka, and Hemanti will have peace in their hearts, knowing that he is safe in the arms of Jesus. It's really painful to think that one of your people is no more, but that's how God's will is. And yes, one day we'll see him again. And though we had a very small memorial meet, most of us were not able to make it, but we were grieving in our hearts, knowing that he is no more. But a sense of relief is there that his earthly pain that he was suffering for so long, he's at last he's at relief, and he's safe with Jesus. And the moment I just think about it, I can't just control my tears, so I don't want to talk more about it. But one thing I wanted to say is Ujjiel uncle is one of his kind. He was one of his kind. So whenever I think about daddy, he also comes in my mind. So yeah, at this moment Neeti is doing a very beautiful job of collecting all these videos and giving a tribute to him. So I would like to give my tribute, my love from Sunil, me and Arush. I fondly remember him as Ujjiel uncle. So lots of love that he has given to us. And I thank Ashish Anna and Shifra for being with him 24/7. Hemanti for taking care of him 24/7. I know it's very exhausting to take care of someone like Ujjiel uncle, but with love and the uniqueness that they have in them, they did a beautiful job. And I remember seeing uncle one or two times in Kamini when I used to work there. He was full of positivity and complete kindness that I see in him through his eyes. And yeah, we'll miss him. And prayers and love for the family. I hope all of our families are also safe and sound, and that's all I can say. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So I was asked by Neeti to share about my dear Ujji Pednana, and I really appreciate her effort in getting this video together. To think of it, the fondest memories that I have with Pednana are those back in Hyderabad in Sripuram Colony. So we were in Delhi, but during the summer holidays we always used to head to Nanima's place, and we used to spend almost like 2.5 months over there. And yeah, it was loaded with fun, with so many memories, beautiful memories. And yeah, Pednana used to be so encouraging, always encouraged me in my studies, with my music, and he always made sure that I would give a performance at the Baptist Church whenever I was in Hyderabad. And he would proudly introduce me to all of his friends around. And it was very encouraging to me, knowing that he had that kind of confidence in me. So I remember one time when me, Asher and Ashish, we went to Hyderabad Central Mall to do some shopping, and I was naive and really, young back then, just very hasty with my feelings. So I don't know, I just got really offended by something that happened in the store, and I was so angry. And I came back and started complaining. And Padnana was like, if you are that upset, why don't you take it out constructively? So he gave me a paper and a pen and asked me to write a complaint about them, and that he would get it, posted in the Deccan Chronicle. So I sat down and I wrote the complaint, and Padnana himself went and posted it, and it did get printed in the Deccan Chronicle. And when it did, he rushed home with the roll of newspaper in his hand so excitedly, and put it in front of me, saying, "Look, your letter got printed, and yeah, these guys are actually apologizing." So yeah, even in such things, Padnana knew how to deal with situations. And as youngsters, when we were angry or when we were frustrated with something, he knew how to take that and convert it into something constructive. So that was one thing about him. He was so wise and very prudent, and he could relate to everyone regardless of the age difference. So he could just get down to the level of the smallest child in the family, even though he held so much wisdom and experience. So yeah, I still remember him in the mornings, after he got sick, he would still, get up, get dressed, take the car, drive himself to the hospital to get his dialysis done. So he was so independent till the very last stage. And I'm really gonna miss him. I will think about him often. And yeah, those memories are one of the best that I have, and I will hold on to them forever. But we know that as believers, we have the blessed hope that we will be with each other again one day. So yeah, let's keep the Lord at the center of our lives and keep walking till we can all be together once again.
Blessing, your memory a treasure, your love beyond words and miss beyond measures, dear Ujji Mama. We love you and we miss you. You will never be forgotten.
Hi, this is Mrs Kothapalli. I wanted to give a short tribute to my Padnana, my Ujji Padnana. I remember as my family, my dad, mom, my sister and I, as we grew up in Delhi, and during summer holidays, especially when we were kids, every summer holidays we used to go visit Ujji Padnana and his family in Sripuram Colony, and I have some of the most fondest memories from those times. He was somebody who was always encouraging and always was interested in what I was interested in, always wanted to encourage me in the different things that I liked and wanted to do, especially when it came to art, He was probably, if I can remember correctly, the first person who pushed me and always wanted me to paint more, paint better, and gave me different kinds of ideas, and always used to give me all the equipment that he had at his disposal so that I can use it and make some nice drawings and paintings. And at the same time, he was also shared the same interest that I had in cars, along with Asher and Ashish. And we used to have so many conversations regarding cars and automobiles and engines and technology. And I had some of the most fun conversations and just so much fun. Just talking to him about different kinds of things. I remember him as this really intellectual person with some amazing insight on various issues and various topics. He was just this gentle person with so much wisdom, with so much knowledge, and yeah, he is one of my favorite Padnanas, and I will for sure definitely miss him a lot. I still cherish all those summer holidays, those times spent with his family in that house. They were some of my most fondest memories as a kid. Just the idea of going to visit him used to bring so much joy to me and my sister. And yeah, and I will really, really miss him. I will really miss those times. But I am encouraged by the fact that he is with the Lord right now, and he is having a good time with our Savior, and there's no more struggle anymore, and he's at rest. Yeah.
Ujjiel Mama was one of the most whole persons I've known of. He was very wise and very humble. He always was willing to share knowledge with me, and I always loved having those long conversations with him after having lunch at his place, where his conversations would always involve humor and lots of learning, especially for someone like me. So I really will miss not seeing him at his place, but I do know and do believe that he rests in hope that one day we all will meet and that we all will be rejoicing in the presence of the Lord.
In my limited interactions with Ujjiel Padnana, two things stood out the most for me. One is his pleasant aura, his ever-charming smile, and two is his willingness to fight. Although he questioned his state one too many times during the course of conversation, but he was never vexed about the state he was put in. He always managed to put in a smile and welcome us in his home. And I think that's something that I would miss the most.
The memory of the just is blessed. Ujji Mama was the eldest in our families. Everybody had a huge respect for him. He was a man full of knowledge and wisdom. Mama was very caring, loving, generous, humble, down-to-earth and intellectual person. Mama loved sharing his experiences in life. Whenever we used to visit him, he always made it a point to spend time with us and have conversations in which he was very interactive. After undergoing dialysis, Mama used to come home, take some rest. But when we were present, he always made it a point to come out from his room, sit with us and greet us with a smile on his face. His smile was very pleasant and was very contagious. Mama would always inquire us about our well-being and our performance in academics and jobs. He always used to encourage us, inspire us, and he always used to pray for us. Mama would always bless us, and he always used to pray for us on our birthdays and wedding anniversaries. He was very prayerful and a faithful servant of God. I'm very privileged that he was able to attend my marriage in 2017, and I'm blessed that I could meet him before coming here. Even though his health wouldn't permit, but he made it a point to attend all the functions or any occasions. He was dear to us, and he will always hold a special place in our hearts. Dear Ujji Mama, we love you and we miss you. Thank you for all your prayers. Thank you for all your encouragement, and thank you for sharing your testimonies and experiences in life which have inspired us. Thank you for everything, and we love you. See you on the other side. I would also like to read out the tribute sent by my dad, as he was busy and couldn't send a video, but he sent a written tribute and I would like to read it. Baba was a man of principles and integrity. His life inspired me a lot, though we had a long gap, but our association was very amiable, and the most important thing was that, even though I was away, almost every Friday we used to talk to each other, and the call used to be full of family welfare inquiries, sometimes long discussions about our children's achievements, and would talk about the climates and politics, etc. I used to enjoy talking to him, though he had health issues, but he always used to have a smile on his face. Dear Baba, I miss you a lot. May God give courage, comfort and consolation at this time to Hemaka, Asher, Suhasni, Ashish and Shifra. Appreciate all the family for their commendable and relentless services till the last minute. May God bless you all. Our life is short, but a well-spent life is eternal. Thank you.
Thank God for this opportunity, and I have a few words for my grandpa. I spent time with my grandpa when I was young. In 2016, I visit him and call him every weekend. I sang songs and tell memory verses and play piano for Grandpa. I miss my grandpa so much. Now he decided to live with Jesus.
Praise the Lord. I'm Sushmita. It is very shocking that Ujjiel Garu is no more. Even till today, it is very hard to digest everything. Happened so fast. It just flashed like a dream. I personally had a special bonding with Badnan Garu. I only remember his happy, pleasant, smiling face. He was always very patient. Once, when we used to go to Baptist Church after the service, we invited the family to our home. On the way to home, I took him to my school and showed him my school and where I used to play and all such stuff. I was probably in 3rd or 4th class. Irrespective of my age, he used to listen very keenly what all I used to talk to him or share with him. There was not a single time he wasn't there when we visited the place. Now, I only say we truly miss him from the bottom of my heart. As Badnan Garu has slept in the Lord, I pray to God to comfort the family. May God be with the family and comfort them. Thank you.